Welcome back, my vigilant viewers. A little something about myself is I'm a huge fan of the SCP universe, a collaborative writing project that has an entire multiverse set around the SCP Foundation and their mission to capture and study anomalies of the most various kinds. So, me wanting to start making SCP videos, I decided to start with my top 10 favorite SCPs. Let's go! Number 10 is 999, the Tickle Monster. Let's start this list off strong, shall we? This little orange, gooey mass is so wholesome, it's hard to believe it's an offspring of the Scarlet King, as just from a simple touch, this thing could make even 682 feel a tidal wave of joy. Typically, you're glad these SCPs are fictional, but in the case of this puppy-like creature, you can't help but wish you had it as a real pet. A lot of people, myself included, would probably feel better about everything if it existed. Number 9, SCP-1386, the Sentient Ice Cream Truck. In fiction, many of my favorite stories are the ones that combine the mundane and the fantastical. In the case of SCP-1386, that's one place where the SCP shines. This ice cream truck, with seemingly no driver, is capable of dispensing any ice cream you request, so long as you pay the price. If I ever met this thing, I'd probably ask for an ice cream that would give me the answers to all of its mysteries just by tasting it. Wonder what price tag it would put on that. Number 8, SCP-3008, the Infinite IKEA. Once again, combining the extraordinary with the extraordinary in such an insane way. We all know your typical IKEA can stretch on seemingly forever, but this anomaly makes those real life stores look like a corner shop, with the killer staff monsters, the survivors making outposts in the aisles. This is a concept that would be perfect for a TV show, in my humble opinion, of course. But let's move on to number 7, SCP-0409, the Plague Doctor. One of the more notorious SCPs, this masked figure isn't your typical doctor. 049 believes it's on a mission to cure her mysterious disease. And unfortunately, for anyone it deems infected, its cure is a one-way ticket to a zombified state. I put the good doctor on the list because it raises some interesting questions about the state of mankind and how sometimes doing the right thing can still cause someone harm. If this thing ever said that I had the pestilence, I'd be scrambling to get a second opinion. Number 6, SCP-682, the hard-to-destroy reptile. I think the best thing about 682 is that it provides the most discussion about how to destroy it. Not just for the Foundation, but for us, the readers and writers. Online discussion about what could eliminate this reptile and how it might survive each attempt can only make one feel like they're actually part of the SCP Foundation. And for better or for worse, it's more exciting than our world. By the way, if you're enjoying this and want to see more SCP content, please like and subscribe. With that being said, let's move on to number 5, SCP-5000, the Y. Now, this isn't an entity as much as it is a story. But if I had to choose one SCP story to be made into a movie or something like that, it would be this one. This is the story about a time when the SCP Foundation mysteriously turns on humanity and sends out every SCP to destroy humanity. Now, one former researcher, Pietro Wilson, fused with an armor that makes him invisible and armed with a briefcase containing the anti-meme, goes on a journey to stop the Foundation by resetting the entire universe. Not only is it such an epic story, but it also has such a relatable protagonist trying to stay insane in a world gone mad. Number 4 is SCP 5094, Miss J's Whiz Kid Schoolhouse. Just like 999, this is another SCP I wish was real. A CD-ROM that disguises itself as an educational game, similar to ones you'd find in the old Jumpstart series, if anyone else remembers that. It also has the ability to make you an expert in any topic of your choice in record time. If I had this game, I'd be such a big YouTuber that T-Series and Mr. Beast would look like peasants. Number 3 is SCP-096, the Shy Guy. Now we're getting into an SCP I'm glad doesn't exist, for a multitude of reasons. For starters, Shy Guy could be inadvertently used to make the ultimate weapon. If anyone ever got their hands on a picture of it and lived to show it to anyone else. But despite how scary this monster is, it's one with a troubled past and probably doesn't even want to do harm. Thankfully, the Shy Guy's suffering is only as fictional as it is. Number 2, SCP-173, the Sculpture. Probably the most iconic SCP in the whole gosh darn multiverse. If you know the SCP Foundation, chances are you've at least seen a picture of 173. A living statue that only moves when it's unobserved. It's a simple yet terrifying concept that, unfortunately, most people fail to make their own version of. The moment you blink, it snaps your neck. Heck, it's an icon not just because it was one of the first SCPs ever documented, but because it set the tone for the entire universe. Eerie, mysterious, and deadly. 173 isn't the most complex SCP, but by God, it's undoubtedly one of the most effective, proving that sometimes the scariest things are also the simplest. And finally, number 1 is SCP-001, the Proposals. Okay, I have to admit, I'm kind of cheating here, as SCP-001 could be many things. It could be the Scarlet King, the SCP Universe's insert for Satan himself. It could be the O5 Council themselves. It could even be you, the consumer. And that's crazy about this anomaly. It has no one form. It's whatever you imagine to be. And that's what makes the SCP so fun and so scary of a rabbit hole to dive into. And that's my top 10 favorite SCPs. What do you guys think? What are your favorites? Should I make more SCP videos? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, stay vigilant.